My boyfriend slept shirtless next to me for the first time, and when I woke up, I found something that made me cry. We've been together 8 months, and he's never taken his shirt off around me. Not once. Not at the beach, not when it's 90 degrees, not even when we're alone in my apartment. His uncle did things to him from when he was 9 until he was 13, and the damage is still there, carved into how he moves through the world. He wouldn't let me hug him the first month we dated, wouldn't hold my hand, nothing. When he finally asked me for a hug on week 5, I went into my bathroom afterward and cried for 20 minutes because I knew what that cost him. He goes to the gym almost every day, has since he was 15. He told me once that lifting weights was the only way he could feel like his body belonged to him again, like he had control over something. I've seen pictures of him now, and he's built like he trains for it, but I'd never seen it in person. Last night, he showed up at my place around 8 p.m., and I could tell something was wrong. He kept rolling his shoulder, wincing every time he moved his arm. He fell down a full flight of concrete stairs 2 months ago and completely sprained his AC joint. Yesterday was the first time his physical therapist cleared him to work out that shoulder again, and he overdid it. We were laying on my bed watching some random Netflix show, and he could not get comfortable. He'd shift left, then right, then try laying on his back, then his side. I finally paused the TV and asked if I could help. I offered to massage his shoulder for him, and he immediately shut it down, said he was fine, but I could see his jaw clenching every time he moved. I told him he was safe with me, that I wouldn't do anything he didn't want, that he could tell me to stop at any second. He went completely quiet, just staring at the TV for what felt like forever. Then he said, "I want to try, but I don't know if I can." His voice cracked a little when he said it. I told him we could take our shirts off together so he wouldn't be alone in it, so it would feel less vulnerable. He looked at me for a long time, then nodded. We counted to 3 and did it at the same time. I kept my eyes on his face, not his body, because I knew that's what he needed. When I looked down at his shoulder, I could see how tense he was. His whole body was rigid, like he was bracing for something terrible. I started with just my hands on his shoulders, barely any pressure, and he flinched so hard he almost pulled away, but he didn't. He stayed. I kept my touch light and started talking. Told him how proud I was that he was trying, how safe he was, how much I loved him. After maybe 5 minutes, I felt his muscles start to release. He let out this long breath he'd been holding, and his shoulders dropped. I asked if I could use a little more pressure, and he said yes. I worked on his neck and shoulders for 30 minutes, maybe longer, staying away from his lower back like he'd asked. At one point, he said, "This is helping," and I almost started crying right there because his voice sounded so relieved, so surprised that this could feel good. When I finished, he put his shirt back on immediately, but he seemed calmer. We got ready for bed, and he stayed on his side of the mattress like always. We've shared a bed before, but there's always been this invisible line down the middle that he never crosses. This morning, I woke up around 6 a.m. and felt weight against my chest. When I opened my eyes, he was completely wrapped around me, his head tucked under my chin, his arm across my stomach, his bare chest pressed against mine. He must have taken his shirt off again in the middle of the night. I didn't move. I barely breathed. I just laid there feeling his heartbeat against my ribs. And without thinking, I started rubbing his back in small circles, and I felt him wake up. His breathing changed, and I thought he was going to pull away, but he didn't. He pressed closer, moved his head up into the crook of my neck. We stayed like that for another hour, neither of us saying anything, just existing in that space together. When he finally got up to leave, he put his shirt on and kissed my forehead at the door. He didn't say anything about it, and I didn't either. An hour after he left, I got a text from him. It said, "Thank you for making me feel safe last night. I've never felt that before. I'm sitting on my bathroom floor right now writing this, and I can't stop crying." He trusts me with his body. After everything that was taken from him, he chose me.